Hey everybody, welcome to the second part of Gate Lab number 2. So now I'm playing this part with Megaman X himself. Because for some stupid reason, they decided to continue the game after Gate Lab excuse me. They decided to continue the game with Gate Lab 2.1. Anyway, for this part, if you play at X and 0, the level itself gonna change quite a bit if you play at 0 as opposed to X. If you play with X, then it's just a normal platforming kind of level. But with 0, it's gonna be a little bit tougher your first time playing this game. Anyway, folks, with X, you're gonna see those deadly acid rain, I guess. That's how we're losing a bunch of health right there. And the thing about this, I like to use Commander Yarmark special weapon because it is very, very powerful. And the thing about it is, because you can charge up your blade, these things, they can be killed very, very quickly. And this is a stupid part that everybody really hate. If you're playing a Shadow Armor X, because his Shadow Armor, he cannot air dash. When you get there, you gonna get stuck in the limbo. You cannot do anything. And the thing about it is, if you want to get through that part, you need to have equipped a few parts before you can do that. But anyway, from this part, you can just use the Rainy Alloy special weapon. And one strategy that I recommend you to do is try to destroy as much enemies as possible before you jump on the health regeneration machine, because it will heal you. It will heal you only once. So if you're gonna jump on it at the very beginning, you're gonna lose it permanently. But anyway, I want to show you the 0 part of this level also. So yeah. And the second part of Gate Lab is very, very short. See, I'm already done with X. And I'm gonna fight the boss himself with X also. Yeah, this is a very, very short final level, folks. As you can see, it's Gate himself. So yeah, after we beating Gate, it's probably the end of the game, because Gate, he was not manipulated in any way. Well, unless that piece of 0 somehow become a really strange boss. But I doubt it. This is probably the final boss of the game, folks, and he is super tough. And he done on a golden armor. And what will hurt the golden armor? Nothing. Nada. Nothing at all. So my strategy for the golden armor, there are 2 ways you can fight him with X himself. The first way is this way will work for every single X variation, because I am equipping with me the special weapon +1. My special weapon would do more damage now, and because it gonna do more damage, I like to, it can actually destroy those orbs that he's sending out in probably one hit if you hit the center of it. And or if you have the plate armor, you can just charge up your play, and the play, if you hit the thing correctly, then it's gonna destroy these orbs in one single hit. These orbs are actually very tough to attack with, and there's a bottomless pit down below, so you have to be careful where you are going, because you can spend all your time playing this boss and you can die at the very end just because you forgot to dash or jump or something like that. And it is one of the most frustrating things about this boss. And the thing about it is, because you cannot hurt him with any special weapon, you have to wait for him to throw these projectiles at you, right? But sometimes he just doesn't do it very often, so you have to spend probably a few minutes waiting for the guy just so he can fly all over the place before he will send you a projectile. So if you fight this boss, you have to be a really patient person. If you're not, you're probably gonna have a lot of trouble. So yeah, that's my take on high max. Not high max. Gate. There's two ways to fight him. You can bring in the blade armor, charge up the blade, and then that blade will destroy these orbs in one single hit. Or I think you can just equip the special weapon +1 and use the magma blade, because the magma blade is actually very powerful with the special weapon +1 ability. It can destroy these orbs in one single hit, and I already told you that. I don't know why I reminded you. But if I'm gonna tell you that again, I might as well tell you that you have to be careful playing this boss, because if you make a misstep, you're gonna die very quickly. So yeah, there's one thing I would like to mention, but I'm gonna save it for now and talk about it later. Anyway folks, I am replaying this stage with good old Zero. And this hallway right here is very narrow, but with Zero you can destroy it. You can actually get through it very quickly. And Zero's spinning ability is very awesome that it will destroy anything that's coming at you. Like I said, if you're playing as Zero, the layout of the level is gonna be very different. So with X you got the ring, but with Zero you got the Crusher. And the thing about a Crusher is that just like Metal Shark player, if you get hit when you are ducking, you will stand up and will die instantly. So when you're ducking, make sure there's no enemies going toward you, because they will certainly kill you. And while ducking, you do not want to activate any kind of attack, because if you activate an attack, Zero will certainly stand up, and if he stand up when the Crusher is on top of him, he will die in one hit, which is not a good thing. So you have to be careful with this part, otherwise it's very, I don't want to say easy, it's doable. So yeah, and I think there's one part at the very end where you have to hang up the edge of a platform in order to survive the Crusher itself. Like I said, some people think the level design on this game is very convoluted, and hey, I agree, because right here I don't know how would you try not to get hit there. I think it's possible, it's just you have to be a really good player, and you play this stage over and over again to see how you can save yourself from getting hit by those bird things, because as of now I don't think I can. So yeah, that's the Crusher. The Crusher is very doable after many deaths, yes. I'm not gonna lie. If you haven't played this game in a while, the Crusher section is gonna catch you off guard, but I think it's gonna catch you off guard at the very end, because no birds and the way you have to hang up the edge, I mean, just so you can survive the Crusher, which is kind of neat. But having the enemy flow through you and attack you when you're hanging up a wall is not a very good level design. So I decided to fight Gate again with good old Zero. And Gate is still retarded because he doesn't listen to Zero. So does that mean Zero is immune to the virus itself? Then in the future they're gonna make Zero a kind of a vaccine while studying his internal part. But anyway folks, so be quite honest, I edited this video a long time ago in a galaxy far away, so I decided to just show you the ending instead. And I would like to say, when this boss fight ends, I would tell you that for this part of the game, the programmer and the creator actually tests this game A lot of people think that, hey, whoever freaking made this game didn't test the game at all. That's why it is so convoluted and stupid and bad level design. For this boss fight, I will give them the credit. Excuse me, folks. I'll talk over this plot just for this time around. But whoever designed this game actually test play the boss battle with Gate. If you remember correctly, every single boss fight, if you defeat him in mid-air, you will immediately drop down on the floor. But for the Gate boss fight, you don't. You just stay there. It doesn't matter. You just stuck in mid-air. You stuck in limbo. So whoever was test playing this game managed to beat Gate after a while, but then after beating Gate, they just fall up the ledge down to a pit below. Excuse me, they just fall down the ledge, the edge, to the pit below and die, and they have to refight Gate again. So they probably did play this game and fix that part about this battle, because if you're fighting Gate and you beat him in mid-air and there's no platform below to support you, you will fall to your death after you beat Gate. So I will give whoever catch that mistake a cookie. Now, I'm not sure if that's the case though. They're probably smarter than you think, because they probably understand that if you beat Gate in that state and you're gonna fall to your death, they probably programmed the thing before that kind of thing happened, where you're gonna fall to your death after beating Gate. But I'm not really sure. So yeah. Anyway, folks, Sigma just appeared out of nowhere because Gate decided to brought him back. What the freak, game? So they just brought back Sigma for the sake of having Sigma. Well, Sigma is certainly popular. He managed to survive. But so did Gate fight Sigma? I mean, find Sigma in some kind of dumb trash or something after he was defeated by Megaman X and Zero and X5. I'm not really sure, but Sigma looked like a piece of trash or crap. But anyway, I guess I'll just talk over the whole thing. I'm so sorry about that, but Sigma have no bearing on Mega Man X6 at all. He just appeared out of nowhere. Even X said, "Drat, he's back." But yeah, so Gate just put I wonder if restoring Sigma is part of Gate experiment. I'm not really sure. But anyway, folks, like I said before, my Zero almost turned into Super Saiyan because the level with boss fight with Gate was designed correctly. I mean, seriously, he looks like he's about to turn into a Super Saiyan with all that freaking glowy white aura around him. But anyway, folks, here's the last level of the game. It's gonna be Sigma, and I'm gonna go in with Unarmored X. But I'm gonna show you the fight with Zero also, because I want to show you everything this game has to offer. So yeah, Unarmored X, I'm not having a shock buffer with me right now, so I'm gonna die very quickly. So see you all in the next part.